Round the final corner they come to start race 1 of the day here. And green flag, we're racing then. Can Rhys Barker get the jump at the start here? Doesn't look like he falls just short into the first chicane then. So it's still kart 1, 2, 3 that leads the way from Rhys Barker. Louis Draper is third with Joel Metcalfe fourth. And the field now rushing into the first hairpin. Big lead for the driver of kart 1, 2, 3 as Metcalfe goes side by side with, I believe that's Louis Draper in the fight for third. Didn't look like Metcalfe was able to get through. Anyway, I do have to apologise that I have the driver kart 1, 2, 3 memorised. I believe it's Lewis Middleton. Yes, there we go. It is Lewis Middleton. Apologies for that. So Middleton leads then as they rise over the crest into turn 9. And you can see Rhys Barker starting to lose touch, and he's now worrying about Draper, but behind him, oh, around the outside goes kart 1, 2, 1, side by side with Joel Metcalfe. Oh, and 3 wide into the first corner. Hard to tell who got through there. I think it's still Metcalfe ahead, and I believe it's Amelia Charlesworth and Brandon Baker in that fight as well. Amelia Charlesworth having good qualifying and now starting to make progress up the field. Has just gotten through, I believe, into the top 6 here from 7th or 8th on the grid. So the order, it is Lewis Middleton leading from Rhys Barker by 0.4 of a second. It could well be more than that. Then in third is Louis Draper, 4th Joel Metcalfe, 5th driver of kart 1, 2, 1. Here is actually, I believe, fallen behind Amelia Charlesworth. But look at the lead that Middleton is building here as Rhys Barker very much under attack as kart 100 going up the inside. In the fight for third, that's Brandon Barker making a move on Louis Draper. Oh, and kart 114 has spun it in the middle of the track. Is that, to see who that is, I think that might be Hugh Morriton. I thought it was Hugh. He's facing the wrong way at the final corner. He does get the car rotated around safely, and he's heading, oh, almost into the pits. No, Hugh decides to battle on. But he's going to be a long way down on the rest of the field now. Rhys Barker 1.3 seconds behind Lewis Middleton now. So behind Rhys Barker is still Louis Draper, Brandon Barker, Amelia Charlesworth in 5th, Joel Metcalfe down to 6th, kart 1, 2, 1 in 7th, Ben Lockyer is 8th, Chrissy Harding is 9th, Murray Ager 10th, kart 110 is 11th, Callum Jenkins 12th, and Lawrence Seagrave 13th. And you can see there, Draper has actually lost out a little bit on this lap as Brandon Barker and Brandon Barker's not just overtaken Draper, but Rhys Barker for second as well. Also a close fight going on a bit lower down. I believe that was Ben Lockyer and Murray Ager fighting over 9th position. So they were very, very close together. As we look in the infield section, still very, very close between Brandon Barker, Rhys Barker and Louis Draper. I'm going to assume that Brandon and Rhys are related to one another. Doing incredibly well. In fact, yes, on my fact sheet it says other half of the Barker twins for Rhys Barker, and Brandon Barker is one half of the twins. But look at this, Middleton starting to be caught now by Brandon Barker. Barker has really come alive, and there's a big fight for third then as Draper trying to get back onto the podium here against Rhys Barker through the final corner, and Amelia Charlesworth is caught right up to the pair of them. Meanwhile, Chrissy Harding fighting to hold on to 8th from Ben Lockyer. And then there's another train that Murriega is involved in. In fact, Murriega's dropped to 15th on this lap. As all side by side between, I think that was Tom Thorpe and Junaid Jones into the first corner. And it looks like Tom Thorpe has held on to that 17th position. Yeah, Brandon Barker was only 3 tenths behind Lewis Middleton at the start finish line. So excellent pace from Brandon. So 66.3 on that last lap, a whole second quicker. So Middleton starting to feel the heat, then looking a bit over his shoulder as he rises the crest to defend into turn 9. Oh, that was very, very close. And Brandon Barker just had to back out at the last minute. As they go through the hairpin of turn 10, he's going to position himself to the outside for the final corner in a bid to snatch the lead. Looking this way and that, Middleton, appropriately enough, hogging the middle of the road as he tries to keep that 123 car in the lead. But Brandon Barker is giving him well and truly a run for his money. As you see Murriega stuck behind Josh Wynn now, which is not good for the driver that showed so well, won one of the races in the lightweight split at Buckmore Park, of course, a couple of rounds ago. But anyway, 6 minutes 50 left on the clock then. And still Lewis Middleton has held on to the lead. He should be coming over the crest any minute now. There he is. And Brandon Barker is almost alongside. Oh, there's that bit of a mirage over the hill. But certainly getting very, very close as we see him behind Draper again, sort of stuck in the middle between Rhys Barker and Amelia Charlesworth. And Charlesworth has been very, very impressive in this race. Let's not forget about the 1-2-1 and Joel Metcalfe closing in behind. As we see Middleton again having to get defensive into the first chicane. And Brandon Barker just inches from the rear bumper. As oh, look at this, Murriega and Josh Wynn in a battle with Junaid Jones, I believe. Yaps, Junaid Jones shakes his head slightly as Josh Wynn defending from Aga. They've both gotten by Jones. Now they're fighting each other over that 12th place, I believe, in this race. So Murriega just starting to regain ground in the order. As they're all three of them watched by Lawrence Seagrave very, very closely indeed in the fight just outside the top 10 there. Murriega's just gotten back past Josh Wynn through the first couple of hairpins of 4 and 5. Now look at this again. Middleton knows he cannot afford to slip up here. Just a couple of minutes left to go. You're cheering in the background. I wonder if that's for Brandon Barker or for Lewis Middleton. But Middleton, oh, looks over his left-hand shoulder. Now Brandon Barker almost gets alongside into the first corner, but has to back out. Oh, there's a spinner in the middle of the pack. Yeah, with the white helmet and black overalls. Let's see who that is. That's car 110. So who's looped it round? Just says anonymous on the timing screen. Certainly not Josh Wynn, is it? No. Very similar suit to Josh Wynn. So definitely one of our rookies. Making a mistake drops them out of that battle for the top 10. And Brandon Barker is really just putting Lewis Middleton under extreme pressure right now. And again, to the outside, out of turn 8 towards turn 9, the long run they go. It's almost 3 wide though in the battle for third, and it looks like Amelia Charlesworth has gotten through into third position. Fantastic from the driver of car 103 as Middleton, again, a little bit vulnerable on the inside, but he covers it off into turn 1. 3 minutes left to go, and the order is Middleton, Brandon Barker, Amelia Charlesworth, Rhys Barker, cart 1-2-1. So I think Louis Draper and Joel must have come together there. As all around the outside goes cart 120. And that's him making a move on, I think, Callum Jenkins right behind Murriega. So very, very fast and furious so far then, with most of the race elapsed. We're getting into the closing stages now. And Can Brandon Barker sneak his way through into victory? There are quite a few corners where it's deceptively tricky to pass here at Daytona Milton Keynes, but having said that, Barker is through into the lead as we can see him going over the hill ahead of Lewis Middleton. So a fantastic move there, and there's one going on in the background. Oh, who was that in the car 121? Oh, that's car 118 of Rhys Barker getting shuffled back another position and getting very annoyed as Louis Draper watches on in dismay behind, unable to do anything with Joel Metcalfe in tow as well. Car 121 has definitely been able to regain some ground in this race, as we see car 110 trying to recover from that spin. So the order now with just 2 minutes left to go. Brandon Barker leads Lewis Middleton by 0.6 of a second. Amelia Charlesworth is third, car 121 is fourth, Rhys Barker is fifth, Louis Draper is sixth, Joel Metcalfe is seventh, Chrissy Harding is eighth, Ben Lockyer ninth, and Murray Ager in 10th then. Just still holding off Josh Wynn then by the tune of 2 seconds. Lewis Middleton continuing to lose ground to the fantastic Brandon Barker. And Brandon gives a thumbs up as he sees the last lap board now. It's been a really electric performance from Brandon Barker. Amelia Charlesworth also only about 4 seconds off a victory. This has been by far her most convincing showing today in the Elite Karting Series. A little bit of contact at the back towards turns 10 and 11. I see Junaid Jones desperate to get past Morgan Turk Somodevere and not able to do so, with Lawrence Seagrave again just not quite able to sneak into the top 10 on this occasion, down in 15th position. So then, just a few corners to go for Brandon Barker. He's driven exceptionally, gotten from fourth on the grid, has made 3 fantastic overtakes. Into the final sector he comes now, into turn 10, he swings it in, and despite a strong defense from Lewis Middleton, it is Brandon Barker who's going to win our first race of the day. Through towards the finish line he comes. Brandon Barker wins the first lightweight split race of the day. Lewis Middleton takes second, with Amelia Charlesworth in third. Car 121 will take fourth position from Louis Draper and Rhys Barker. Then it is Joel Metcalfe in seventh, Chrissy Harding still in eighth, Ben Lockyer ninth, Murray Ager across the line in 10th. Whoa, is this getting very chaotic here outside the top 10 behind Junaid Jones. That's Lawrence Seagrave and Morgan Turk Somodevere and Callum Jenkins all almost crossing the line together there. But it is Morgan Turk Somodevere in the car 115 that comes out on top, just a 10th ahead of Lawrence Seagrave over the line. So Seagrave gave it his best, but wasn't quite able to sneak through on this occasion then.
Very well. Right, so we are here with Adam Gudgeon after the first race of the lightweight split 2. Adam, how did that go for you?
It was quite fun. I lost a bit of talent down at the bottom corner, so I dropped about 7 places. But yeah, started I think 16th and caught up to about 11th, and then ended up finishing the race where I started, so not too bad. But
and then obviously we've just found out that you got disqualified from the race after being, was it 0.5 kilograms underweight?
Yeah, so in the race before I were 82 kilos dead on, so I had a lot of water before, so I thought I could get rid of 2 kilos, but yeah.
Unfortunately not.
Yeah, so I'm starting at the back next one, so I have a fun race.
What's the game plan for the next race then, starting at the back?
Just, I don't know, I'll find out I guess, we'll see. Yeah, a bit of fun in it, that's it. So,
right, well, thank you very much for coming along. Good luck for the next race.
Thank you.